Okay, this is going to be the first part of the instructional video for mechanical assignment number 5. So what I would suggest doing, now first of all, there's more than one way to do this project. This is the way I'm going to go about doing it. Now I'm going to grab the first portion of the object that looks to be rectangular. And that's going to be this whole area here. Now it's got a basic dimension of 2.65 by 2.80. Top, front, side, and the isometric view shown in two ways, one of which shows the counterbores of the large holes, and the other of which shows the other end with the protruding portion with this rectangle here. So you're going to have to do a little bit of digging when it comes to finding all your dimensions. They're not necessarily going to be located all on one view. So the basic view, once again, for this portion is 2.65 by 2.80. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go View, and I'm going to go, actually I'm going to go Camera, Standard Views, Top. And I'm going to go Rectangle, and I'm going to go 2.80 inches, comma, space, 2.65 inches. Enter. Let's push this icon to bring it into full view on the screen. Now what I'm trying to do here is I would like 2.8 to be across here. So let's see if that's the case. And we've got our first adjustment that has to be made. This highlights the difference between mechanical drawings and architectural drawings, and also it shows that SketchUp defaults to architectural. So to make the adjustment, you're just going to have to go up to Model Information. If units are not default highlighted, click on Units, go up to this drop-down menu, pick Decimal, and then close the window. So we've got 2.8 by 2.65. Wonderful. Now, if you want to be able to zoom in on this drawing, what I would suggest you do is when you're using Edsby and you click on the file, top right corner, you're going to see an option to download. If you do download it, it gives you the ability to zoom in. So if you hold your control key, then roll, depending on the mouse you have, the roller in the middle, sometimes it's red, sometimes it's black, and it just allows you to get in a lot closer to see some of these numbers. So we've got our basic shape. Now if we look here, it shows the thickness is 0.4. Here, it also shows it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to go, I'm going to bump this up, push and pull, 0.4 inches. Okay. Back to the drawing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this vertical portion. So I'm going to go from here to here, 1.5. That's along the 2.65. Now just so that you don't put it on the wrong axis, make sure you're measuring, okay, all the way to the end. So let's go 1.50. Okay. Let's use our guide point, go here. Now if we go here, it says the thickness of that vertical wall is 0.4. Now you can use your pencil, or depending on your preference, you can even go rectangle. They both work. Now the overall height of this portion is 0.9 plus 0.64. Now if you add those two numbers together, you're going to get a 1.54. If you need a calculator, by all means grab a calculator. 0.54 inches. Okay. Now, to avoid making the mistake of putting the counterbored large holes on the wrong side, let's make sure we swing this thing over, and we're going to do the layout from here. That's a common mistake, is to put the counterbore, which is this indentation, on the wrong side. So let's go down 0.64, which is the center of all the circles. Let's get our measuring tape out. Let's go 0.64. And we're going to go across. And we're going to go 0.65 and 1.5. Now this causes confusion for some, this labeling here. So it says 2 times diameter, 0.38 through all. Now what they're doing here is they're talking about the smaller circles and how it goes through the entire shape. Now it says the 1-inch diameter holes get pushed in 0.1. So let's make these holes. So keep in mind, SketchUp wants radius, so 1 inch divided by 2 is 0.5 inches. And decimal 380 divided by 2 is 0.190 inches. Okay, let's get rid of the stuff that we no longer need, which would be these lines. So we're going to push this circle all the way through. I'm just going to touch that line, and that signifies all the way through. If you look, you can see all the way through. And here, I'm just going to type in 0.1 inches. And you can do the same here, or a quick little shortcut is you could just touch that, and it'll be the same. So we now want to deal with this portion. Now for the record, we're not going to address these radiuses at the moment. And also for those of you that aren't aware, these beveled edges, we're going to disregard that, as well as this portion here. We're not going to address that. You'll find that mentioned on the wall for the class in EDSME. So let's take care of this. And it says it's from here to here, 1 inch. Keep in mind you're going to be doing this on the side that does not have the large circles pushed in. Okay, so let's go over 1 inch. 1 inch. Let's grab our pencil, make our vertical line. And it's going to be 0.8 wide. Let's make our 0.8 inches. I'm going to use the rectangle. You can use the pencil if you like. Now this is pushed in right over here. It says 0.25, and it has a elevation, which is mentioned here, of 0.25. So let's take care of this in one fell swoop. We're going to go in 0.25 inches. I'm going to make a line so we can push just that portion up. Once again, it's 0.25, 0.25 inches. So that'll take care of this portion of the drawing.